Good morning. I am so tired. I just dropped off the kids at school and I have a few minutes before I have to get home. So I thought I would just take a moment to give an update because it's been a while since I've given an update and I had to, truth be told, get out of a rut that I was in. I'll get to that. But there was no more perfect time really because it is somehow already the third week of February. So my February 5K is coming up this weekend on Saturday, the final Saturday of the month. Somehow February has vanished right before our eyes. I am always baffled at how quickly time passes in a new year. It's wild. But here we are, starting the third week of the month. It's going to be a run against breast cancer, so I'm excited about that. And it's going to be at the same park as my last run, coincidentally. I actually think that the organization that puts together these little 5Ks is pretty consistent with the park. So I think if I continue to look on the sites that I'm using, that the 5Ks I'll be registering for the most part, are going to be at Lady Bird Johnson Park. So I'm excited because that gives me a little bit of sense of comfort in that I know what to expect. There's going to be some familiarity, going into the trail. I'm going to know now when to turn around. And it'll just take that part of the race. Like, I don't have to worry about that. I can just focus on the actual running. The rut. I'm not gonna lie, it's been an interesting 2 weeks, and it's going to be an interesting week this week because I hit a low and I've been pretty non-active the last 2 weeks. Essentially what happened was after I finished my first race in January, I felt great. I did my post. I took a couple days. I told y'all the whole thing. And in the next week's time, probably after the run, it suddenly hit me. Like, it hit my body. Like, slowly but surely, every day after the run, my body started to feel worse and worse and worse. My plantar fasciitis came back nasty. Like, it was terrible. Again, going from treadmill to pavement it was just not kind on my body. And if you don't know, which, it takes a quick Google search, and I think most people know what it is. It's a pretty common thing, but plantar fasciitis is essentially the inflammation of a tendon, I believe, in the bottom of the foot, which reaches from the heel to the ball of the foot. So just like the entire bottom of the foot has this long strip, and that gets inflamed, like right here by the heel. And so what it often causes is a lot of pain in the heels. Some people describe it as like knives, like stabbing into the bottom of your heel. And you feel the most pain typically in the morning. Like, your first steps of the day are rough. And my first steps of the day are always from my bed to the crib to get Mariana. And I'm not joking when I say it's like, it's like each step is so painful, and it goes away a little bit over time, but essentially you're in pain most of the day. It can also, flare up if you've been sitting for a duration of time. So if I sit and watch a movie, or if I sit and eat a meal, and then I get up for the first time, it's sore again. It's just kind of like waking up in the morning all over again. It's a huge nuisance. It's incredibly uncomfortable, and I feel like it limits me a lot in my training. I knew, like I said in the first video, that I wasn't going to be the only person that ever wanted to run with plantar fasciitis. In fact, a lot of runners are impacted by plantar fasciitis. So there's lots of articles on how to go about training even though you're in pain. but a lot of it is stuff that I'm just not good at. For example, like icing myself and stretching and doing like the proper like therapy to get myself back on track and to limit the pain, at least lessen the pain. I don't know that it can fully go away. I think a couple years ago, I had to get steroid shots in my feet because it was so bad. So I feel like that's where I was again about a week ago. About a week ago, I was like, this is so bad. I just made a decision, because what happens is my feet get so bad that my body naturally, without me even realizing it or thinking about it or consciously doing it, starts to compensate for the pain. So it's like, okay, I don't want to walk too much on that foot, so I'm going to shift more of your weight over here, and now this is hurting, so I'm going to shift over here. And so what started to happen was I started to get knee pain right after my run. I hadn't had any knee pain up to this point, and suddenly it just starts to move up, because everything in your body is connected. Well, guess what? Right after knee pain came the lower back pain. So I just felt like I was deteriorating slowly the week right after the run. Lots of conversations with Danny about it. Lots of trying to push through and train anyways. And then I finally just said, you know what? I think I need to let my body rest. Like, I'm pushing too hard. And I told myself from the get-go that I didn't want to do this where I get hurt and I derail myself. I have a goal. But it was so frustrating because it's February. It's only the second month of the year. I've run one race and I have 11 to go. And so it was really important to me that I didn't let this destroy my momentum, just like that my mindset was in. So I decided, let my body heal, let my body rest. A few days turned into a full week turned into 2, where I was completely non-active. I'm telling you, my body needed it though. Like, I was just in so much pain, just living everyday normal life, just doing regular house chores, laundry, getting up, walking in the kitchen. Like, my body was just in so much pain. And I'm sure I'm not the only mom who's out there that struggles with this, but I'm really bad at resting. Like, really bad at resting. Like, resting to me is just not doing extra work, but I still do everything else that I normally do. And then I'm also really bad about setting like a disciplined routine therapy schedule of like doing the actual stuff that's going to help my body recover, like the icing and the stretching. Unless, because I'm a little spoiled princess, Danny was massaging my feet for me. I wasn't really doing anything for myself. I think I have a really hard time thinking that I'm doing anything beneficial towards like my goal if I'm not breaking a sweat. Like, I genuinely am like, I'm not achieving anything if I'm not sweating, like dripping sweat, and I feel like I've done a really hard workout, and I know that that's backwards. I know that that's not true. Yoga is great for the mind and body, and it's not high impact, high intensity, so I'm smart enough to know that, but just something about it. I just love to work out and feel like I just did something really, really cool, really, really hard, and like achieved it, and like be sweaty because of it. And it's just like proof. And I don't know. I messed up. I just need to get past a lot of stuff in my own head. But it landed me in a very non-active 2 weeks. And this is the 3rd week. I'm 3 days in, from a bounce back. I'm on the up and up, but it is the 3rd week, and I run on Saturday, and I haven't run in 2 weeks. So again, it's just another opportunity for me to be like, take a deep breath and accept that this is not going to be an easy breezy journey for me. This is going to be quite possibly a slow crawl forward, type of journey. I'm okay with that right now. I think my mindset's okay. I'm ready for the race on Saturday. I am. Nutritionally, I've made some changes as well, because I did kind of get in my feelings a little bit the first week or 2 of, not training, and sugar cravings hit hard because PMS, you know? And I caught myself though. I was like, okay, don't undo what you've done. I started this journey 12 pounds heavier. So I'm down 12 pounds, which I'm really excited about. Like since before Christmas break to now, I'm down 12 pounds. And I don't want to start moving backwards. That's something that scares me now and like stops me and gets my mind to go, woo, woo, get it together, Amanda. And so I'm back on a plan that I've done a few times called Whole30. You've probably heard about it. A lot of people think it's like a fad diet. It's not. Read the book. It's supposed to be a lifestyle change and kind of like a reset for your body. Like when you know you're putting a bunch of junk in, Whole30 is for 30 days and you kind of reset your body. And it shows you like, and then you, most importantly, you reintroduce the food groups that you eliminate for the 30 days afterwards. And it shows you how your body reacts to those food groups. Yes, weight loss, always a perk. Always a perk. But it's one way that I've seen myself have success. And sometimes I'm just at a point where I just need to see that, you know, to get rolling again. It feels like the older I get, the less discipline I have. So the best way for me to see achievements is just to go cold turkey. So that's what I'm doing. It's not that bad. It's really not. The last time I did Whole30 was through Thanksgiving. I did it the whole month of November. It was not that bad. And I didn't cheat on Thanksgiving. I didn't. Ask my husband, ask my family. I cooked like Whole30 sides and like little goodies and treats for myself and to share with my family. And it was great. It was great. So if I can do it through Thanksgiving, I can do it through February and March. Right around spring break will be day 30 for me. So I'm excited to see where I'm at there. I'm gonna really try to get back in the gym today. I've been saying that for 3 days in a row, but I know I need to. I know my first run in 3 weeks cannot be Saturday. I know that for sure. I think I'm a little bit scared because I know it's going to bring back some pain. And about 4 or 5 days ago, I think was the first time I woke up with like less pain in my feet. So, and Danny and I went to get a massage on Sunday night. It was so nice. Oh my gosh, so nice. And they were teaching us like therapeutic stuff to do because we both went in there. We were like, oh. They were like, are y'all okay? We're like, we really came in here all beat up for you guys. So, yeah, I'm just being real. This is a part of it. I know not every month I'm going to be able to train perfectly. I know it's going to take me longer than I expected to be able to run a full 5K, but I'm still set on that. Like I still feel strongly that that's going to happen for me, especially because I have the real end goal, which is to be able to run the half marathon in December. So that's where I'm at. Have a great day. Bye.